9, 8.
Oh, we're live. It says we're live. Hello. Hello,
Hi.
everybody. According to StreamYard, we're live, so let's hope this is correct. We are the Mad Scientists. I'm Mad Frankie. This is Violet Igor over there. And together we make... Oh, yeah. What are you doing? We're Mad
Awkward.
Scientists. I'm quite cranky.
Yay. Yay. Okay, I'm going to
Lovely,
do
lovely.
solo. It's all yours. Take it away.
Right, well, the first thing I wanted to do was to show you how far I got with this because I've been putting bits together. Let me wrap this up because it was only there for a shot.
Trish says, hi, Fran. Now, what I need to know is Trish, you're here, you're listening. I need to know before we go much further. You're listening to me and you've heard Fran, and I'm in charge of controls today. So I'm wondering if you can hear the echo. If that makes...
I put my headphones on.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Well, I'm wondering with me in charge if that makes a difference. I think it does. I think it still would echo. So, but
I can take the microphone lead out and see if it echoes, if you like. Do a test.
Yeah, let's do a test because I know you hate wearing those things.
Hello. There we are. We've got an echo. I'll plug it back in again. Yeah, I thought it would.
Bummer.
I'm back.
Hi, Paula. Hi, Mariah.
Hi, Paula.
In here.
Hi, Mariah. Right, I just want to show you what I've done so far. So you know what we were doing. We were putting this together, and we were going to put the magnets in place. Hiya.
Welcome.
And I've now put the magnets in place, covered the magnet sheet, and done the same with. Ooh, it's quite strong. This magnets. Covered the magnets with paper down there and covered the back here with paper as well. I used this print in the end.
Hold it up closer.
Oh, it's torn a bit there.
Oh.
Some glue must have been left on. I'll have to stick that back down. Never mind. But so ignoring the little hole, it's looking quite good. But I put the rest of this sheet, I put it on the back here, and I put it inside there, and I ran out then because I'd already put the rest on there. So there's only sort of a couple of little tiny bits left. That's about it, and it's not enough to cover all of that. So I'll leave that bare. So I cut out the backs again so you can see right through, so that when you lift it, you can still see it. So looks like I've torn that a little bit. So I think what I might do is just go over it with some paint. I'll stick that back down, and I might go over it with a little bit of paint just to see what happens. I didn't realise I got glue on there. I was in a rush doing it as usual, but it works quite well.
Oh, very nice.
If I put it there,
it wants it.
There you go. Slots into place.
Good job.
This one, bing, and it's quite good pull on it. So that's nice. So I think that's working very nicely. So there we are. That's that. I haven't done anything else to anything else, I don't think. I think it was just putting that in. It took a while doing it. But there we are. So that half is now finished, apart from the idea of putting a little notepad in here, perhaps.
Yeah.
If I do, I think I'd like to do that. Well, if I do put one in there, I think I'd like to do it with magnets.
Yeah,
if I could do that.
That's pretty. I like that.
But maybe I won't. Maybe it could just have I could maybe put a box here to hold a little pad. Then it doesn't have to be on there permanently, and you can take it off and look at the nice background.
Paula says it looks wonderful. Yes, everyone. Flo is a friend of mine from, well, I've known Flo a long time. Andrea. I don't know that she's ever visited with Fran and I before, but so nice to see you.
So I'll take that out the way. I put my nice little pad, cutting pad mat there because it's just a nice size. If we suddenly go off or I suddenly disappear, we've had one incident just before we started the stream where all the lights went off and the power stopped and the internet went boo.
Yep, we lost her.
And I disappeared. I managed to get back in after a few minutes, but that's really because the lights came on again immediately. Last time they were off for about half an hour.
Yep.
So this is because of thunderstorms, I think, because we have thunder and lightning and a lot of rain at the moment. The dog is hugging me going, I don't like it.
Okay, couple things. One, I want you to take your lamp there and point it up again. Point it up towards the other light.
Must I?
Yes, you must, because we get better. It actually, the reflection is better than direct.
You sure?
I'm absolutely sure. It's always, yeah, see? You can't see the difference?
I can see the difference, but then I can see the drawing better with the light. But never mind. Let's try that one. Does that help?
That's nice too.
That helps me.
Okay, and then the other thing is yes, we're both under storms, bad weather, and whatnot, and so, but it's more likely Fran will lose power before me. So if she does, I will wait 10, 15 minutes, and after that, that's it. That's all she gets from me.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. So I've been on to Pexels. I've also looked at Pixabay, and another one is Unsplash, and I've looked at these for various images. I found some quite nice ones. I wanted black and white with good contrast, right? So I thought this one was quite good. And I played it a little bit in changing the contrast and increasing and decreasing things, and ended up with this one, which shows more of the background under her head. You know, in this one, this is more like the original that was on the site, and you really only see part of the face, just the part of the face. But I thought it was a good one to have a go at. So, and some tips on how to, if you're not sure about being able to draw these things, and you're always getting things wrong. I was like that for a long, long time. I was doing a drawing the other day, and not using anything else, and just doing it from like this, you know, looking at the image and doing it. And I thought, this is not right. I haven't got the proportions correct. So I got the image on my Kindle up here, and then I got the brightness up as high as I could, put my picture on top so I could see the image underneath shining through. And strangely enough, the proportions were fine. So it wasn't that wasn't right. Sometimes you think something's wrong and you're not sure what it is, and you look at it and you think, oh, it must be this. I haven't got the proportions right. And it turns out it wasn't that. So there we are. There are a couple of ways you can increase your chances of getting the proportions right if you're really uncertain. And one is to have a light box. Put this on the light box, turn the light volume brightness of the light right up, and put this over the top, and then you can sketch through the areas that are most prominent, the light and dark shady bits, and that will help you get your proportions better. Or the other way to do it is if you have a screen and your picture is the right size for the screen, or you can just enlarge the picture or make it a bit smaller, and you can get your paper, your white paper over it. If you get the screen light enough, then you can see whether it's where the areas are, and you can draw it. But I find that's not so easy, because when you're pressing on it, you can move the image, you see, and the image can go like that and move around. So, but that is possible. I mean, it is possible. You can sort of zero it again and start again if it does move. So that's another way to help you a bit. So let's have a look at what we've got here. And let me just put this a bit higher up so that I can get my head down there. So I've got various things here. I've got a little thing with sandpaper on, which is what you get with these sort of stumps. I got a set with these stumps, and some of these came with it. And this is an old one of mine, a Conti one I've had for quite a while. These are the ones that came with the kit, and they're lovely. I have no problem with them at all. They're lovely. They come in different sizes, so you can use those. And the other thing I've got is a non-electric eraser, little tiny eraser. So I can use it like a pencil and get it out like that.
By non-electric, is it battery operated?
No, it's just like this.
It's just manual. Okay.
It's just manual.
I know you have an electric one. That's why I wondered.
Yeah, I was going on to that. So I can use this to just erase a line here and there. Or when you've got an area shaded in and you want some highlights, you can just use this to create some highlights like that.
Well, you have that. You have that. You turn that light on, and it's so bright now. It's hitting that white paper, and we're barely seeing your sketching.
Well, that's because I'm doing it very light.
And there's that too.
And another thing that was taught to me by I learned about with Kirsty Partridge Art was this.
Hi, Masterpiece Jewelers. Hi, Diane.
This is a little scribing tool.
Uh-huh.
It comes with about 6 ends, and one end takes a bigger barrel than the other end, and you can store them all inside like that. All inside.
What do you do with that?
Oh, you screw it back in. Oh, I see. Yes. Hang on a minute. I'll explain.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Ricky's back there somewhere too. And that's okay, Ricky. You don't have to come out. And if you're there and now or later, hi, Ricky.
Imagine you've got, let me see if I can find one of the pictures. I don't suppose it's on here. I think it's in the other one.
Diane, Function of Light is my friend Andrea, and you can call her Flo for short.
There is an image that I really liked of a man with very dark skin tones and a very white beard. And the white showed up very plainly against his really dark skin. And a way to, that's very difficult to get, even with a little eraser like this, because you need a really fine line. You see how fine the ball is on there. And this one is even finer.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
So the trick to make sure you get all those little hairs, the white hairs, is to use the scribe tool. And I've done it on here. I don't know if you can actually see it, but I've got a torch here that might help. Let me turn it on. Can you see those little lines?
No, I think the torch makes it worse.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's...
Okay. Well, it helps me see them. I don't know if you can see them at all. I've got some here and some there, which is meant to be catching these little...
Colleen said that there's a way you can lock your screen so it will stay on, but I don't know where it is.
Catching these little light hairs.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Yeah? So that's what I did here. I put them in with the scribe tool so that they're there. Now, the trick with this is because you've got the indentations, when you put a darker color over it, it should keep those lines there. Where are they? Oh, they're there. I'm doing the wrong area.
So it only skims the top, not where you indented. Yeah.
So it will, and if you keep going, you get a darker color, but not in those little white lines. Now, this is textured paper, and I'm not wildly happy about textured paper because you also get the pattern of the paper. But I will have a try later on with non-textured paper to see if I can do anything with that because you can see that there is shading behind the figure as well as on the figure. So can you now see those little
Yes.
lines? You
Yes.
see how the pencil has not gone into the white lines. That will also work on a smoother paper, I think. Now, Kirsty Partridge actually prefers the textured papers, so I'm still working on textured papers, but I want to try it on the hot pressed smoother paper. But she does say that there's a limitation with that because you find it's harder to blend things together, like that. You can get less of the pattern showing and more of the little white lines that way.
I wanna test something. Can you turn
Yep.
that lamp off again?
What, this one?
Well, we could see a little bit better. I think mostly it's because you're just drawing so lightly.
Yeah, well, that's something I do because I can't help it. I'm
Yeah.
afraid of spoiling it. I mean, that's just a limitation for me. But it can go in on the eyes and do something much darker. What's this one? 14B. Now, there's barely any colour here at all.
Yeah, Diane, she's just sketching. She's just working on sketching a face because she's got a project in mind. I'm not going to give away the project, Fran. Don't worry.
No,
Um,
you'll find out eventually, but not until it's completed and arrives at its destination.
exactly.
Now
So
you
she's
see,
just,
you can see the way that the eye is looking a different direction to it looked as if it was because of I left the highlight, I drew around the highlight.
yeah,
So now you can see that she's actually looking this way, not that way. Yeah.
yeah, she's
So
giving
the
you
best
a come
idea
together look.
is to get that eye in nicely, and then you can do a little bit of shading in there. But of course, that's a 14B. It would be better to use something like a 2B or a 4B and build up to the 14B. I don't mean going up step by step. You really only need about 3, maybe 4 pencils. You could do with a really light one, but then look how light I'm drawing anyway. I don't think I need a really light one that much.
So I don't know if anybody knows, but Prime Deals Days is going on right now, and Gel Press has a 20% off coupon on their gel plates. In
Do
addition
they?
to whatever the prime deal is, if there is one. I've got right now. I've got in my cart a 12 by 12 plate, and then the other thing I found was I'm going to delete those. Was some professional drawing sketching pencil set, 24
Oh, I've
art
lost that now.
pencils, and they range from 14B to 9H for 8.79. Those are in my cart. So if anybody was interested, that you should
Yeah, yeah. I've ordered some white charcoal that's coming tomorrow. That's
ooh,
another thing that can help you with putting in highlights afterwards. But it's not as good as putting them in beforehand because putting them in beforehand leaves the white paper, whereas using white charcoal, it's not quite as brilliant white. I was wondering if I might get away with using something like this after everything else is finished, like a white pen, but it might be a bit too stark and obvious. But,
yeah.
you've got to try things, haven't you? So she's got this lovely face, which I've now mauled over here. But you can go over and I start with quite light areas because I don't want to go too far, and because on this one I can't quite see how far her eyebrow goes, so I use this one to see how far her eyebrow is going, because in this one it's darkened out, and then do the same with that one.
Oh, and also Amsterdam has permanent red violet. It's not a prime deal, but they've got permanent red violet in a tube. I've got that in my cart too. I know you use the golden, but I'm gonna try the Amsterdam.
Yeah. Now the other thing you can do is these eyelashes really do make a difference. Give the eye a little bit more distinction. It's funny though that you find that the eyelashes sort of stop before they get right to the end, or that they look as if they've stopped. There's a few more here, but they get much lighter and thinner as they go on.
Me too, Diane. I
There's a
haven't.
little area there.
Keep going. We're listening. I'm just talking over you. I haven't done much shopping on Prime deals. It was just those particular things I wanted, regardless of Prime deals. And when I noticed they were on the Prime deals, I threw them in my cart. Evie ordered the Funko white marker set. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know what those are.
Funsels?
Pencils?
Wasn't that the ones that Patricia was looking at yesterday?
Yeah, she said Evie ordered them. The gel press. I like the gel press brand. So the 12 by 12 is the one I have in my cart, and it's has a 20% coupon with it. I had a larger one, and I like a silly girl. Yes, okay, set of white markers in tubes. Okay. Um, I sadly I cut my large gel press up, and now I want one.
Ah.
So it's in my cart. Going shopping. Check has been
Mhm.
deposited, and
Well, those white charcoal pencils and a few other little bits and bobs that I went ooh at. I put those in under the Prime thingy, so I should get some discounty off those. Well, I did. So, so there.
Colleen asked, "What am I going to be using for the 12 by 12 paper?" Colleen, I have a big roll of newspaper print, and um, they're large. The other size is a 9 by 10, and if you think about it, copy paper is 8.5 by 11. Um, and that's usually what I use is hammer mill copy paper, and I want the whole thing to be folded up to be on the plate. You know what I'm saying? I don't want any white edges for that size. So I have some large watercolor paper. I think it's 11 by 14 or something like that, that I can put on my 12 by 12. Yeah, and I have 12 by 12 scrapbook paper that I can use like Carrie does. But I have to go look at these funsels. Got me interested.
So basically, I mean, you just darken up the places that are the darkest areas, and the face starts to come a bit more alive.
Oh, those are the funsels are the ones that when P used them is what she got for Izzy. Is that the ones everyone's talking about? Because I saw her use
Well,
those.
she was using them herself, actually. And she said she really liked them, especially the white. She was using the white and said she really, really liked it better than Posca.
Really? Okay.
That's what she said. So it's
Well,
always worth.
they are on the Prime Deal day. They're usually 11.95, and they're down to 9.56 for
Mm,
5 acrylic white paint pens from with the various size heads with the various
lovely.
size tips. So that would be, yeah, exactly, Paula. That's the thing with the 12 by 12. I don't have to cover the whole area if I don't need to, but I like the option of having it. And I think they have a 14 by 14. It wasn't, or 11 by 14, something like that. That was more than I needed. The 12 by 12 is enough. See, now you've darkened it and add the shadow. That's what I told you earlier. The
It
shadow.
does start to
Yeah,
pull things out a bit, doesn't it?
yeah. Trish said Evie got sixpence for $9. Were they all white? I'm looking. They have chalk markers, they have acrylic markers. Hmm. I'll have to look at later.
And
I
if you think a line is a bit hard, you can just blend it out a bit like that. So it's not quite so strong. And then when you think you've blended a bit too much, just go in and remove a bit. Give back that highlight. See what I mean? I mean, it's just taking, looking and looking and looking and looking and deciding what's different, what you haven't quite got there. So there's a darker shadow here than I've got, so I'll put that in.
Yes, Paula,
Yeah.
we do need to inform Flo and um Masterpiece and anyone else that's new here, if you're lurking. Paula is in charge of the naughty chair.
Yes, she is.
If there is a naughty chair in the room, it's a fun place to be, and Paula's in charge because it's her chair.
Yeah.
She's
And it's usually occupied by Eddie
yes,
or me.
and Paula, which is why she's the naughty chair expert.
Hmm.
I have to write that down.
So you can see what I'm doing here, how I'm changing things. And the thing is, if you then change this, you can see how much lighter it is. It shows you more where the lighter areas are, and then you can darken it down to show where the very brightest areas are and which bits should be almost invisible. So it's just ways of different ways of doing it. And you look at the mouth, there's a little dark area there, so we'll put a little dark area just there, like that.
So the phone picture gives you an idea of, in my mind, it gives you an idea of the shape and whatnot, but the picture
Yeah.
you printed out gives you a better idea of shadows and dimension.
Yeah, the original shadows, yes. And
Yeah.
that's what I'm going for. This is just where I can put little hints so I know where things are. So that blurriness there turns out to be hair. So I can put that in, you see. Whereas
Uh-huh.
before I wasn't sure what it was. Having a different edited version of the picture, I can see more easily what it is. So
Flo wants to know, what does she have to do to get in the naughty chair? Well, it's a well, trial and error, Flo. Just give it a shot and see if you make it, you know? Okay, Flo, you and Paula will get along great. She says, I personally think life is too short to behave.
there you go. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the attitude that gets you in the naughty chair
the
quite
naughty chair
fast.
with Paula. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can take your time. You don't have to be too up there doing it absolutely instantly. Now, she's got a fuller bottom lip than I've given her. So I'm going to enlarge that very slightly, like that, and redefine it by removing that old line. Now, you shouldn't really have lines. What you want is shadows and highlights. So if you've got a dark line, you don't need that. You need to put in the darkness around her instead. And if that dark line persists in looking like a dark line, even when you put the shadows in, erase the line and just let the shadows form the shape of the face, and it will be much more realistic.
That's a
So
hand,
they say.
that's a handy dandy teeny weeny eraser you've got there. I like that.
Yeah, it is really. I mean, it's so good. I've got the other ones, uh, the electric ones
Oh,
here. I have got them. So
thank you, Abby.
if you need to put a white line in, that will do it. Where's a white line that I could maybe show you? Here. But the trouble is, it wibbles when you can see that it is moving. So if you want something more precise, this one will do it for you. But if you want to erase a bigger area quickly, that will do it for you. So you know you can use them both. And if you want to blend something, that's what these things are for.
Yeah, a
And you
burnisher, blender.
off the edges of it so that it's not harsh anymore.
Yep.
You can do the same with this when you're blending it in with the shadow when you put the shadow there, but I'm not doing that just yet. I'm trying to get more of the face correct before I get to that point.
Yeah. Thank you, Evie, for the link. Evie got these 6 Stencil chalk markers. I don't know if that's what he had, but I'd like to see what Evie does with them.
Uh-huh. You cannot see the other nostril.
Not
I
really.
like I like doing these sort of tilted faces because it gives you a bit more experience. I mean, when I did that face on its own over here, is it still here? When I did that face on its own, it was just from my head. You can see it's quite static looking. And of course, I was using the botanical paints, inks to paint it. So you can't expect miracles with that. But when you're doing something like this, I would not want to color that. I wouldn't want to use color on it. I would just keep it as a nice black and white drawing. I love black and white drawings. I
Yeah.
really, really like them. But it helps you to get the things in the right places. Like in this one, you can see where the ear should be. You could always put a little faint suggestion of an ear. That would help to form the face a bit better without having to put too much in there. And then this one, you can't see the ear at all. You just see the face. So it depends. I mean, you could take this lovely image that's been on Pexels and brighten it up so that you can see everything. Increase contrast a bit, but not too much because that will take it back to darkness, so that you've got variety in the face and the background. But in here, all you've got is the face, and I just like that. I don't know why I like it. So, and I wanted to do different angles of face because I'm not good at it. So I want to do more practice on that. Full on faces I can do from my imagination, but obviously they're not brilliant. But it's all practice, so go for it. So I'm going to stop with this now because I'm sure it's going to get really boring for you lot.
No, Paula, your explanation didn't show up. It probably buffered off into the Twilight Zone. And
Yeah.
now we're going to do some gel plating, gel printing. Oh, Teresa, by the way, I was telling Fran, you've given me a great tip for how to do faces now because eyes just frustrate me doing eyes, whether they're tilted or straight on or whatever. But if I put a hat on the person's head and tilt it to cover the eyes, great tip there. I love your drawings.
Yeah. But the thing is that I like is that the eyes give personality to the face.
Yeah, my faces
So
don't have personality. They just have.
Well, I mean, everything's a question of what you want to do. If you want to do it one way, then do it that way. If you want to do it another way, then do it another way.
Yeah,
Whatever. It's whatever you want to do. You shouldn't be doing things that other people want you to do. You should be
exactly.
doing things you want to do yourself. So I'm going to remove this. My little cutting pad. I only used it to cut those areas out of the journal.
You
And
go
I'll
ahead with
remove
the gel plate.
graphic.
I'm gonna come on and show my my latest
Yep.
the card.
Have
You
to
know.
make yourself big
Yep,
because
got
I've
it.
got no
There we
control.
go. There's the latest. Eyes are pretty easy for you, Teresa. I overthink it. Anyway, here's the first one I did. And, and I told Fran I was afterwards I thought I wanted a frame around it, so I put a frame around this one, which I really like, except that the tape, when I pulled it off, tore the paper. Not very happy about that. And then I'm working on a third. It's in the early stages. So it's just watercolor, but I need to get the heat gun to pull this tape up, washi tape up, because it, again, is tearing my paper right there. So, no eyes. Look, no eyes.
Yeah, there you go. I'd like to do some doodling.
Well, this is nice because usually if I'm sitting here reading or watching for messages, he's got the TV. The TV's right here, and he's got the TV blaring with shoot 'em up movies or shows or
Yeah.
whatever, you know. And I can't think. My brain just can't think. So doing this, just throwing down some watercolor and then doodling over it, it's kind of calming. I like it. She got the big plate
Right.
out, buddy.
Shall we? Are we ready? Oh, we are. Good. Okay. Well, let's see if we can pull this off.
We might have to have you back up that camera. Not
Yeah.
yet. Not yet. No, I think it's.
Well,
Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah. Sometimes it's deliberate to get in the naughty chair.
I can see where it didn't lift,
Okie dokie,
where
Teresa.
those creases were. It is sometimes possible to get the tissue paper down without it creasing, and then sometimes it isn't.
I remember the colors you used on this one.
Yeah, they've worked quite well, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vivid.
Yeah.
Evie, I'm having so much fun with the watercolors.
Oh, thank goodness it was only the edge. There.
You
Never
know,
mind.
I think you guys have all seen my my flower cards, my whimsical flower cards and envelopes that I've done with gel pens and markers, and even now some paint pens. But I got to tell you, I'm having so much fun with watercolor and the way it moves. It's so free.
Let's try the other corner.
I
I'm
don't
taking
come up with the
my time
names,
with
Trish. It's all of that part is on Fran. Fran comes up with the stream names, titles, description, everything, and then she tells me, and I post it in Makers and whatnot. Nope, that's all on Fran. That's her brain.
Yeah, it's all my fault.
Yep, give her the credit for all that. She's in charge of all that part because it's her. I never know what she's gonna do any more than you guys do. We
You
might
might have
shift
a
it.
faint suggestion.
Wow.
But that's worked quite well. Luckily, it tore on the edge, not on the actual print. So that's lovely. I like that. You'll have noticed, though, in my journal that I used not the one I was talking about using, but something else entirely. Because I was talking about using.
Me too, Diane. Haven't played with them for a while. I do have some bottles of acrylic
One of
water,
these.
or not acrylic, watercolor that I want to play with. Beautiful.
It was one of these I was talking about using, which you may have noticed. The one I used was the very first one that we
Uh huh.
printed.
Yep, I know.
So
It was my favorite.
yeah, well, there you go. It turned out it's different enough from the rest of the papers in the journal to give it a little bit of punch
Hi,
without giving it
Carla.
too much punch, you know? So I just thought that was a little bit too glaring out there, that one. So that's why I did that. So we've done that. We've got this one as well. And we've got one to put some lifting paint down on.
Colleen says they're over here talking about watercolor inks and whatnot, which I love.
Ooh,
Colleen says I have a doodle down alcohol prints.
don't know what that is.
I don't know what happened there.
That's
It's all
nice. I like
right.
that one.
It it's just it's not for your botanical journal.
Oh no, no, no! It's just playing that one by that time.
Yeah.
So, but then there's this one, which we need to put some color on to lift.
Oh, prints, not prints. Okay. Yeah, I remember.
So that one for now. So we need to put something on here. I don't know. What should we put on this one? We've got some blues showing here.
Copper?
Oh, I'm not sure. No, it's a bit too much red, I think, for me to want copper there.
Let me see. Let me close this.
I'm thinking, I was wondering about something like this.
Very,
Pale.
yeah, I like the idea of iridescent, but that's very, hmm. Okay.
Or, or we could use this, but on black paper.
Oh, now you're thinking. Now,
It's
aha.
going to be rather dark, but this will give it some lightness. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah?
I don't think it would be botanical journal,
No, no,
paper,
no. I've done the botanical journal.
but I like that.
So it's either use that on white or on black, I think. And I think on white you would see the colours clearer. On black they will dull down a bit, but the interference blue will be seen clearer. What do you think?
Also the Titan pale green
I don't I don't know.
on the stick with the black.
On the black. No, I don't think so.
No,
No, I don't think so.
coming up behind. Well, or the two of those coming up behind those urchins. Hmm.
Of course, I could use cobalt blue on white. Emphasize the blue a bit more.
You'll lose that on the black paper, maybe.
I
Oh,
said on white.
on white. Okay. I
Yeah.
like the idea of the black paper. I mean, that looks really cool back there.
Oh, there's Titan Violet Pale.
Could you put that one with the interference blue?
Oh, yeah, certainly could.
You want to try that?
Yeah, why not? I mean, It's only a print, it doesn't matter.
Let's see that.
Let's try it and see what happens. Okay, so we'll try some of this Titan Violet Pale.
I was gonna say gold, Paula, but again, it went with the copper. There was with that red, it would just. I think it would just get lost. Yeah, the interference blue is what she's gonna use.
Why aren't you coming out? I've opened you. Let me make sure it's clean nosed. Ah, yes, it wasn't very clean nosed. There we go.
Trinkets.
Try again. And I think I'll just add a little bit of the cobalt blue as well, just to keep it away from the pink area.
Okay.
That's what I think.
She's gone mad.
Hooray, at last. Yes, I thought there was one of those in there.
Run, Kyla, run before she catches you.
Why? What's she done? What's she done?
She made off with one of her daughter's Vanity Fair magazines this morning. She wants them. She says there are several black and white portraits she wants to try to transfer.
Oh, yes.
So Paula says, run,
Make
Kyla,
sure
run.
that you take a scan of them first. Because then you can always use the scan to draw from if you want to, or for anything else, or to just put into a scrapbook. Anything.
Yeah, if you have a scanner.
Yeah, or if you don't, take a photo.
There you go.
Oh, yes, I've used quite a lot on this.
Yes, you have. It looks more like marbling than you've got.
Yeah.
You need a new Braillerock sheet. There you go. You've got enough for 2 gel plates. What are you gonna do? Pour it off?
Yeah.
Is it
pouring paint? I finally got to pouring paint.
Are you kidding me? Is it really that much on there?
Yep.
Now will you listen to us when we go, wow, that's a lot of paint?
No.
No.
No. Because I've got gooey fingers now. Where's my gooey finger wiper? Here we go. Let's have a gooey finger wiper. Try to tidy this up a bit. This edge.
We love gel printing too. Masterpiece Jewelers says that she loves gel printing. Always a delightful surprise, even when you try to control it. Yep.
Yeah. So we were going to do this on, what we're going to do it on?
White.
Let's do it on, we're going to do it on white.
I thought
Where are you? White. There we go. That's a nice piece of white. I think I'm going to lift that one as it is as well. And I think I'm going to lift that one on the black. What do I do with the black? There it is. There we are.
That one's just straight up. There's no stencil.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Yes,
So
yes.
to make a nice background.
Exactly. Right, where's the squeaky? Where's my squeaky gone? Come on, squeaky. Come out of hiding.
Evie says that she and Eddie talked about paint usage. Can you share? Was it on stream and I missed it, Evie? Were you in a stream with Eddie?
Didn't see that.
I didn't see that.
It's not squeaky though.
I keep thinking, wouldn't it be great if we could get Samantha in here?
Yeah,
Mm.
that's got to wait, that one. I think that's going to be quite nice, but it's got to wait. This one, I might be able to pull. Lovely. Isn't that nice? That's what I meant by the interference blue on the black.
Yeah,
You see?
I see it.
Lovely. Lovely, lovely.
Nice background.
Lovely. So, that one needs a little bit more colour.
I didn't think so, Evie. I was just messing with it.
Oh, where's the blue wiper? Because I got a drip down there as well.
Yeah, you really you put it all. I'm surprised there's none on Rufus.
Yeah, it very nearly was, wasn't it, darling? Hey? Yes. So we can put that one away to mature.
Do you not have another one waiting to be pulled?
No, I don't. I do have other plates ready to be used, and I will now go and get some.
Okay.
Even though we've got this one ready to be used, I'll just bring them over here ready. All of them. Well, let's have a biggie. Let's have a couple of biggies, because then I can just go mad. What's the colour?
Oh, Teresa, you could probably show me how to draw eyes, but you know what? I just don't want to. I was showing the other day how I solved the problem of drawing eyes. I'm gonna bring myself up here. See? Those are the kind of faces I like to draw, like Barb Owens does. She does her family. I love that. There's eyes I can draw.
Gonna have some stripes, but never mind. Oh, headphones.
Uh-oh, Paula.
Hello.
Evie's been private messaging with Eddie.
Oh.
Trish wants to know, is that a Bigfoot on your plate? Where?
That was Howell.
Oh, that, yeah. Howell, yeah.
That is Earth. That is Earth. The Earth spirit. Does look a bit Bigfooty, but he's struggling up out of the Earth. Well, not struggling, but emerging from the Earth. So, what have I got over there? I've still got my tomatoes there. I like the tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
And I wanted to use a big Howl. If you use one that's already been used, then I'm going to get a better result.
So if anybody's interested, the link is in the description, and I'm going to put it here for all of Fran's designs.
Oh.
Sold exclusively at PM Artist Studio. They can be had for a mere few dollars. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay.
What else have I got up there lying about? Let's see what else is up there.
Okay, Teresa, tilt the hat and make the face shorter. Well, I think maybe the trick would be to draw the hat first. I got to tell you, I love Howl's face. I just
He's having a bit of a rage.
Oh, you don't have Howl out there yet, Mariah?
He's like, oh, don't you? Oh,
He's not in
sorry.
the shop yet. But they do have all three of the trilobites,
Yeah, I like the trilobites.
but none of those others.
Oh, none of the spirits. Oh well.
Not yet.
Never mind.
We're getting there.
Up eventually.
Mhm.
What else have I got over here? Oh, I want to use him. And I also want to use this one around here. I've got room left by then. This. Yes, I've got some more of these up here, but I want to use this one. Because I've only used it a little bit. I haven't used it very much. I'm going to move Howl up a bit. There we go. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's from the previous pool.
I like his face.
Him there. Him there. And then him there. And I can use him. Well, I could. I haven't put a thingy on the back. Why haven't I put a thingy on the back, you daft person?
What's the black thing?
Hmm?
What's that black thing? Oh, it's a stamp.
Yeah, it's the only one I've got.
Oh.
Lovely. So, what shall I use with it?
Is Ian going in and out in the rain?
Possibly.
Goofy man.
Yes. Well, he can stand in the porch and not get wet and just look at it, you see.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to get wet. So what shall we use now? Well, let's have a bit more of the cobalt blue. I did like the cobalt blue. And what else should we have? Now we like some nice strong colours with Howl because he's howling. Quinacridone magenta. I like a nice quinacridone magenta.
Mm-hmm.
I was picking this up and the ball was moving so freely. I thought there's not much left, but I've got another bottle. It's all right. And I think to help it out a bit and brighten things up a bit, we'll have a wee bit of the fluorescent orange because we can.
I noticed I got a Facebook post from Golden Artist Colors. They have now added iridescent bronze fine to the high flow line.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Well, they just posted it an hour ago. They've also got it in heavy body, open, and fluid.
But I mean, I've had that for some time now. I got it when it first came out.
In high flow?
Yeah.
Iridescent bronze?
Yeah, I'm just looking for the bottle. Where are you, iridescent bronze? Come back. All is forgiven.
Because this says iridescent bronze fine.
Yeah.
I knew you were rich.
I can't find it. I keep picking up sepia thinking that's it, and it isn't.
You'll have to look later and let me know. But they posted it like they just added it, so.
That's not true. No. That was some months ago. I mean, when they posted it, I couldn't get it because it was only on Golden's website. But eventually, Jackson's managed to get hold of some. So Jackson's have got it.
You need to get a new brayer sheet. That one's done.
No, it isn't.
Come on, everybody, help me out here. She needs a new brayer sheet, right?
No, it's too many things to pull off.
Okay. You need to do it before the next stream.
Yeah, I can do that.
Oh, Evie says that Trish used to have a group called ATCs from the Dark Side.
Oh, interesting.
And
Keep getting prints off this. I
isn't
keep
there?
thinking I've
You
got.
had to
I'm
pour
get
some off the last one over there, Mariah.
No, don't tell Mariah that.
Too late.
Just tell me off. Now, what happened to my blinking bronze? I don't know.
Oh, it's not important right now.
No, it's probably fallen off somewhere and dying down the bottom somewhere or something. Where's the iridescent gold? What about the other one? There's Titan Buff if I ever need it. What's this one? Oh, there we are. Iridescent bronze fine. Right in front of my face as well. There you go.
High flow?
And it's down to about here. I've used about a third of it already.
Well, they're the cheeky little boogers. They
High
made
flow.
it sound like they said we have just added.
No, they haven't. Liars, liars, pants on fire.
We are excited to have added iridescent bronze fine to high flow. This shimmering color is also available in heavy body, open, and fluid.
Well, that's
But
not a lie, because it's just they're not saying they've only just added it now.
yeah,
So they've added it, yes. Paper. Let's have some paper. Too small. Get this one out. Come on, open up, you little devil. Got it. Did not want to separate from its friends. Oh, I've still got two. That one back over there. This one out. And down it goes. 1, 2, 3. Murder, she said. Right, cutty thing. Need a cutty thing. Fetching cutty thing. Cutting with cutty thing. Not ready for another one. I'll do some iridescent bronze in a minute. And I think I want to cut this bit off as well. It's so much easier to manage when they're a bit smaller. There we are. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. One left the party. There we are. There's Howl. Howling. Lovely. I like that coloured combination. I really do. I think I'd like a bit more darker and a bit more lighter blues. Yes, that's an idea. Well, I can't put this down there because you're cowering down there, aren't you, dear? Although you look a bit cheerfuler than you did before. I think my dog's recovering from the storm. I have got to do this. Oh, maybe he won't be. It's just gone thundery again. Hang on a sec. got to pick up this image. It's sticking to itself. That's better. There we go. After all, that was a nice one. We don't want to ruin it, do we? So let's have another go. And this time I think we'll use a bit of the interference blue. That's definitely lighter, isn't it? And we'll use some permanent violet dark, because that's definitely darker. Well, this needs a shake. I haven't used it for a while. Not used it today anyway. And something with a bit more punch, like the lovely fluorescent orange. I do think it goes really well with these darker colours.
I'm here. Hi, Yolanda. I'm here. I had to go mute because the man came home and I'm sending him out grocery shopping, so I had to give him a list and instructions.
Oh. Wondered why you'd gone quiet for so long.
I know. I'm sorry. I should have said something, but you were talking.
Sorry.
Did you want something, Yolanda? I'm here. Here I am. I gotta show you what he brought me.
Ooh.
There's a rainbow. There's a rainbow out there.
Oh, Ian says there's a rainbow out there. Heralding the end of the thunder and lightning.
Yeah, we still got rain, but it's letting up a bit. Sky's getting lighter.
Oh, I know what I didn't do.
Hi, Yolanda. Oh, hi, Uda. I didn't mean to disappear. It just was, you know, when he comes barreling in, I got to take care of him.
So I missed that corner, but never mind. Has that come up this time? Oh, good. That's all right then.
You do okay talking to yourself, though.
Oh, thank you. Suspicious thing to say. I like that combo. That's a nice combination. Yes.
Yeah.
There was a lighter blue that wasn't so pale. You know what I mean? Difficult. I'm a picky little. Yeah,
I know you have another blue that you might be happier with.
I've got this ultramarine violet, but have I got it in high flow? I probably haven't.
Oh, it's a paste, Diane. It's not a glue. It's a paste. And yes, it is icky. Sticky icky.
What's that one? Fluorescent blue. I've got fluorescent blue. Ultramarine violet is what I want. Dioxazine purple is not what I want. Cerulean, no. I've got lots of blues, but never the one I want. Never mind. Let's try some of these then. Well, not using high flow on this one. I'm going to try some fluid acrylics instead. Right.
There you go, Carla.
Right, and what other fluid acrylics have I got that I could add to this little mess? I've got permanent violet dark. Maybe. Yeah, why not? Why not a bit of permanent violet dark?
I need to get some ground. What is it called? It's to put on canvas to make it, to put a
Primer?
barrier. Huh?
Gesso? Primer?
No, it's not. It's not gesso. It's a ground so that I can watercolor over it.
Uh-huh. Okay. So, talking about iridescent bronze, fine, why not? Have I got one that's open? I've got an iridescent copper fine that's open. What was
Because
that?
I have probably half a dozen different sized canvases left over from when I was doing paint pours.
Yeah.
And I want to use them to do a watercolor. But they need that a watercolor ground, I think it's called. I'm not sure.
There we are. There's the iridescent bronze fine in that,
Yeah,
but I think it's all used up about. Let's give it a go and see if there's any left in the bottle. Don't think so. It's not sounding likely. Oh, there is some.
take the lid off and get your spatula out. There you go. That's enough.
Yeah, probably.
Which one, Evie? Evie says one of my favorites, one of her favorites. Which one? I asked because I don't know where you are in the stream as far as if there's a lag or not. So. This one's gonna be great. Look at those colors. Iridescent bronze. Mm-hmm.
Right. Put this one on. This way round. Oh, this way round. And get the shiny bit down. Just because I like to. Nice. Cutsy woe. I wonder if Patricia cuts her own paper or has somebody to cut it for her. Making it
Josh.
tired.
Maybe that's one of Josh's tasks. I don't know where your light went. Your lighting went.
Is it?
Yeah,
Still
hold on. Let me
first one on.
see.
Is that better?
Mm-mm.
That's quite floody because typical me used a lot of paint.
Mm-hmm.
So you can only really see it when you shine a light through it. That one of those.
Mariah says both she and P cut it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, your
So
lighting went wonky. Where'd your lighting go? Did your lamp tilt or something? Point that up.
that's down. That's up.
Point it
Just
back
because I
up.
stamped on here. Back down again.
Yeah. Now that throws a glare on it. Put it back up. It's better up. Okay, we'll deal with it.
Is that better? Want to add a little bit of something to this. Oh, I'd like to add a bit of that. Yes, I'd like to add some of that. That is the
that you're here at all. You can ignore us. What you choose?
Full spectrum. Dragonfly glaze.
Yep. Well, because it's going to show up on the back. Is blah, blah, um, will it even show through?
I don't know. Might do, might not.
I always
Helping to spread the
the
paper around is what I was hoping for.
Yeah, I always think the dragonfly glaze should be like the top layer. Okay, now Evie wants to paint everything in the house. She wants to bronze her kitty's food dish. She wants to use iridescent bronze, and she wants to do his favorite stuffy.
Okay, go ahead. Don't mind me.
And I'm thinking if the kitty didn't run fast, maybe she'd do that too.
Yeah, maybe.
Cut the paper, Paula.
Catch the kitty.
Cut the paper to size. Cut the tissue paper to size. That's what they were asking. All right, let's see what you have here. Will you leave it for a bit?
No, I'm going to pull it up as soon as I've made proper contact.
Oh, terrific, Abby.
I think the corners are drying. Edges, they're drying.
The other day we talked about the one plate that needed to be cleaned. Did you get to that?
Oh, I forgot about it entirely. Sorry, I can't even remember which one it was now. That's not so bad. The stamps didn't come out very well. Hardly at all.
Hardly
I
at
can
all.
just about see that there's an area there and an area there, but that's about it. I think everything's drying on the plate. Oh, there's still some there. So, yeah. Perhaps it's time to lift these up. Oh, I think so.
Oh, yeah.
I think so. Yes, I think so.
Very nice.
Yes. Oh, yes. I think so. So now we've got to decide what we're going to do with it. And I've got to put this one down to dry. Still got it in my hand. Can't put it down there because the dog's there. Are you going to make us stay here for the rest of your life, are you? No? Good. Now then, what shall I do with this? That needs to dry because that is extremely sticky there. It all needs to dry, I'm afraid. So we'll have to leave that for a bit.
Yeah, they will glue together. She knows. We have talked about, Uda says, careful when stacking the wet stencil stuff. They may glue together. Yeah, we've lesson learned. But hers are, Uda, keep in mind that Fran's stencils are cut out from Tyvek, not Yupo. So there's that.
Plus, because they're my own stencils, I can go and cut them more. Other people's, not so much. It's really why I play with my own stencils more than anybody else's.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put one of them back down.
I think I wanted to say the first pull you did today was the plate that needs cleaning.
Oh, was it?
I think so.
Ah, possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Oh, Evie. Poor you. Poor Evie. She glued her nutcrackers together.
Oh, no.
I don't know if it was deliberate or not, but...
What else have I got? Because I had some of the other things, didn't I? Yes, those.
Didn't you bring out your sea urchins? Didn't you have a few of those? There you go. Besides the stamp, yeah.
Yep. So that's the same as the stamp. Well, this is the center of the stamp. Ickle creatures. These are more like flowers, the urchin flowers.
Yeah.
Whereas this, I can just separate it.
Uda wants to know the ones that stuck together, were you able to sew them apart?
This one's stuck together, so what I do is I find the end of it and
Give it a good
separate it
tug.
like that. There we go. I didn't tug it because even Tyvek can get worn out eventually.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Rearranging. Oh, so Uda was asking about getting Evie's nutcrackers pulled apart. Oh, I see. That's what
You
the
need
question.
something that will dissolve whatever glue it was.
Yeah.
Was
Acetone.
it? Was it what?
I don't know. I don't know.
If it was acrylic, you can put some zest it on it and try and peel it up off the. Was it metal? If
I
it
know.
was metal, maybe ease it up and get some zest it in between the two.
I know you say that. You've said that before, but I have never heard of it,
Yeah.
and I don't know if it's a citrus-free solvent. I don't know if it's available in the US because I'd not heard of it before, but now I see.
Oh, it's great for washing your brushes after you've used them on acrylics. I love it. Right.
Yeah, it's not a US product,
Yeah.
although it does say international. It's a UK thing. It does say international though. You could find it on there's a Etsy shop, there's an eBay. Interesting product. Hmm. Rabbit hole.
I think this time I might use a bit of the copper. So that's fluorescent blue, violet dark, permanent violet dark.
Uh-oh. Apparently I didn't give him enough instructions. He's calling me from the store. Can't find.
Oh, that's the way.
Oh. Okay. Oh, from the looks of his cart, he's adding things that I didn't ask for, like a cantaloupe.
You can see his cart. Oh, that's good.
Well, he took a picture. I asked him to get some onion powder, and all he can find is minced onions. So I took a picture of it and asked me if I want it. No, that's not what I want.
Oh. Uh-oh.
And in the picture, I can see some of the other things that he's got in the cart. No, it's not zest like that. It is a zest it. It's a a citrus solvent. So yeah, Citrusolve is what we would call it here in the States.
Oh, I've got that here. It's not as good.
There you go.
Because I've not tried, mind you, yes, I've not actually tried cleaning my acrylic painted brushes with Citrusol because it was so flipping expensive. I got it for dissolving National Geographic magazines. And it didn't work brilliantly, so I gave up that.
Hi, April. Welcome, welcome. April Harvey is here and she says, love to watch your creative work and I attempt to use some of your ideas. Thank you.
Oh, well done. Like to see what you do. Do you post in Makers?
Do you belong to Makers, which is a Facebook group? I'll get the link.
P&M Artist Studios Facebook group. It's a lovely place.
Thank you.
You've only got to answer a couple of questions if you're not a member. And they're only simple things like what's your favourite art? Those sort of questions. You know, it's all about arty stuff. I'm really, really messy now. Got to be careful not to cut off the urchin's legs because some of them are lipping over the edge there.
Yeah, Froil is awesome. I love watching Froil.
Good, good, good. Oh, this isn't too bad at all. Yes, I like that one. That's not bad at all.
I like that one. Yep.
Yeah, lovely.
We didn't get a really good look.
I keep going to put these things on the floor, you know. I keep going to put it there. There's this big black and white dog going, I'm still here. Are you still here? I just don't want you walking on it, darling. So I've got to lay it down behind me very carefully so it doesn't fold over.
He's going to embellish everything with dog hair.
Yes, he is, very likely. Not now. So let's go a bit lighter. I haven't used this one. I keep picking it up and then not using it. It's teal, but it's quite solid. It's not. It's an opaque colour. It's not particularly transparent. Well, it's not transparent at all. There's another bit of thunder.
Yeah, I thought I heard it because I keep looking outside thinking it's here, but it's you.
No, it's here. It's me. Sorry, that's something I ate earlier.
Go see where the weather is here because it's starting to get dark again. And I thought it was no, but we're heavy storms. It's supposed to continue on till at least 6 o'clock tonight.
Wow.
Wow. Well, we needed the rain. His trees are doing beautifully. I think we've got the aphids under control. Yeah, by 6 p.m. it should be gone. But then you never know.
We've had enough rain today, we reckon, to definitely start the grass growing.
Oh, yeah, we've all needed that. Yeah, we have some.
No, the grass that's only seed.
Oh, I see. Yeah, we've got lawns turning brown here. Paula says Fran has thunderous winds. Stand back, y'all.
Yep, that's why I've got Howl on the plate. Kind of hoping he's going to cope with it all. You'll help me, won't you, Howl? Good boy. Ooh, sticky. Lots of colour. Piece of paper by my feet. Ooh, here it comes.
I already love that one. I know I love that one. Those are I love those colors together.
Yes, they did look quite interesting, didn't they? I like the fluorescent green. A touch of the fluorescent green really does help now and then. It's not something I'd want to use all on its own or just with the yellow, although I have done that.
Yeah.
But I find it's nice to use it with other colours and subdue it a little bit, so little bits pop now and then, which is good.
Those colors, just as you've got them laying there, would make a beautiful silk scarf. Dyed silk scarf.
Yeah, probably would.
Yeah, isn't that beautiful?
Can't really see Howl. What happened to Howl? Where have you gone? Oh, he's upside down. That's why I can't see him.
Mm-hmm.
There he is. He's that way round. There he is. Now I can see him. Now I see his lips and his eyes and his hands. Yeah. That's better. Yes. Good-o. I think I'm going to have to stop. I haven't got any more floor space. All taken up with dog.
Oh dear.
Well, I've got a couple to do. I really haven't got anywhere to put this one.
Well, you have to take it out in the other room then. Throw it in the hallway.
I know that the dog will walk on it for sure.
You need to put something down to grab some more of this one, and then you think you gotta? Nah, it wasn't ready.
No?
I don't know. Well, maybe, yeah. Pull up a trilobite. Take a peek at a trilobite and see. That's the ones to look at. What do you think? Oh yeah, okay. All right.
Well, that one, because that keeps coming off, that one. That's why I was trying it. That one's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yep.
Nice. It's only that, though. I'll tell you what.
Tell me.
There we go. Try that. There we are. That's nice. That's given that centre something to think about.
Yep.
Come on, Howl. Join in. Lovely. Good boy.
Yes, they definitely need rain up in BC and Alberta. The smoke from those come down here. I mean, I have some friends that live in Oregon and Washington, and they just suffered recently from the smoke from those fires up in Canada. And then it actually has reached down to us. It's come in this direction and kept me inside for a few days.
Is that better?
That's nice.
I've just turned the big light around.
There you go.
Oh, there's another one. I forgot that one. Really
A
forgot
little
that.
glare on the top right corner, but not bad. Not bad at all. I'll take that glare.
Well, that's actually more sort of showing the paper underneath.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that one will have to wait to dry as well. So I've now got two waiting to dry. Yeah, only two.
Ooh, lightning.
So I reckon that is it for today.
That's
What's
it.
time? Oh yeah, and we work half an hour early, but I really have seriously run out of room with Mr. Trouble down there.
Rufus, you're not cooperating.
No, he's not cooperating. He's shivering to himself, poor little boy. He's moved a bit though, so I could get in and out of the room now. That's a different thing, isn't it, darling? Well, have you got anything you want to show before we say goodbye?
Nope, I'm just getting things off my desk out of the way, and I'm coming back.
Okay.
And there I am. There we go.
Lovely.
Here we are. Thank you all for
Here we
being
are.
here. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the chat.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
It's been fun for us. I hope it's been as much fun for you.
Yeah.
We do enjoy doing these silly things.
All the newbies and the
And
learners.
I might have a bit more to show you on the drawing front next time. I shall work a bit more on that and see what I can come up with And yes, it'll be fun to see what happens. Okay.
We will see you Friday.
Okay, so we are done here.
We are
Now we
done.
go. It's all up to you. You've got to press the off buttons.
Yep. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye bye. Bye